I don't know what you said, Owen.
I said cameras rolling.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is the song. That's the artist. That's the song.
That we were just listening to?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I was listening to when he was in the seat.
I'm gonna forget.
So,
okay.
I won't.
Thank you.
So, I've been explaining to guests the premise of this conversation is I have a lot of people around me who create things, who do things. And one of the reasons that I enjoy what they create is because I also enjoy the individual. And so these conversations have been with individuals that I enjoy who also create things, so that the people who may watch may begin to understand you as a person through this conversation and then fall in love with the things that you create as well. And so that's the premise of the conversation. And so with that, I just say, I enjoy you as a person. So that's why you're here.
Well, thank you, Owen. Thank you. I feel like we haven't had that many interactions, so whatever the fuck it is that I've done in the few that we've had, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad you didn't get scared.
So here's the other thing, right? I was thinking about that on the way, and I was like, the first person that I talked to, I've known him since we were like one. He was born I was born August 22nd, 91. He was born December 21st, 91. And then from then on, we've been friends. So I've seen a lot of his life experiences. The other dude was Tommy. I talked to Tommy yesterday, and I've known Tommy for 4 years. And so, but like we've done a bunch of stuff together. We built a structure for Black Ass Flea Market, the Gold Box. Like we've done stuff together, so we know what it's like to like when shit hit the fan, we know who's showing up. This studio that we're in, we had like an event, and it rained. Studio flooded. Right?
I saw that.
Tommy is in the studio.
Mopping.
He's like, look, bro, don't even worry about it, bro. I'm about to go to Home Depot, get a wet dry vac. Pick up the wet dry vac. We take out probably like six to 8 buckets of a 7-gallon junk. So we move 56 gallons of water out this junk. Well, 6 times 7, 42. I know math, but
I like people who love math. I'm not one of those people.
I'm like when I know when shit hit the fan, I know Tommy's showing up. So it's like, yeah. But like you said, we haven't had a lot of interactions. But I guess what I'll say is everything that you presented feels genuine.
I just made a LinkedIn bio because I fucking hate making bios. I hate when people ask me to introduce myself. It's just like, bro, I don't know what to say. Like if you look at my work, that's the bio. Yeah. That's the resume. I don't want to go through the whole, I do this and I do that and I want to make it sound all perfect and shit. No, I cuss too much for that. So like, yeah, one of the things that I live by is move with purpose and not out of obligation. And so you saying that everything feels genuine, I guess that just means I'm moving the way I'm supposed to move. It's not just a saying that I say that I live by. It's something that I actually do. It's how I really live. So thank you. Beautiful. I try. But even that, it came to me naturally. Nice. I think in the process of creating shit, I get put in situations where maybe the people around me or just like the system that we live in as far as money, things start to feel like, oh, I'm obligated to do this. I'm obligated to move at this pace. I'm obligated to talk to these people. When in real life, I really don't want to. I really don't want to say these things. I really don't want to make stuff for these people. I really don't want to gauge this audience. And so reminding myself to move with purpose, it's just like, what feels good? Yeah. It's what is the reason that you're doing this? If you don't really have a reason besides to make money or because somebody wants you to. And it's just like, oh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That don't feel good. And then when you make it, the shit just don't even be as good anymore. It don't feel good. It don't look good. It don't taste good. I'm just like, I wasted my time. I wasted my time. So yeah, nah.
I feel it. So, one thing that I've been realizing as I'm recording these is that I wait 5 to 8 minutes before I have the person introduce themselves. And I'm right on target. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Because that's what I'm saying. It's just like, if we're just having a conversation, are you gonna introduce yourself to me? It's like, nah. But I was like, oh dang, there's people here.
So you gonna make me introduce myself to them?
Yeah, just your name. No, just like. You gotta turn your whole posture.
You wanted me to talk to them. Hey, I know y'all there. Wait, so.
I know you.
Okay, so what's the criteria? What I have to say to those people?
You can just say your name.
Hi, my name is Kayla Dixon. That's my intro. I like to talk about sex. Ah!
Nice. Okay, so you said I don't want to feel obligated where I have to like doing it for money, or you don't want to make this for those people. So then, what do you want to make? Like, what are the things that you want to create? What are the things that you want to make? And then, for which people are you looking to create them for?
There's some good questions that I don't know the answer to.
That's fine.
No, okay, so the first question was, what do I want to create?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What do I want to create? I want to create things that help me stay sane
Okay.
and help keep me accountable. So when you ask that question, did you want the actual tangible things that I want to make, or?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted you to answer how you saw fit.
Okay. Yeah. I want to create the things that help me stay sane and to help hold me accountable. And again, that goes back into the purpose thing over obligation. What was the second question?
I'm gonna get back to the second question.
Oh, okay.
I have to follow.
Oh, let me check. Let me see it.
What would you say then holds you accountable? Like, what are you being held accountable to?
You know how when we were little, our parents would tell us like, this don't look right. You're not supposed to do this. Okay, so no. So let me give you an example. One day when I was in high school, I butt dialed my mom, and I was around my friends and shit, and I don't know what I said, but when I got home, my mama said, I heard those things that you said, and it was not becoming of a young lady. That's what my mama said to me. But she not here now. She don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I have to do that by myself. So how do I do that? It's like creating the work. It's creating. Like I like to write songs. A lot of people don't know what I be saying because I don't be telling them yet. But I like to write songs, and it feels like my creator helping me stay accountable for the shit that I really don't want to own up to, or like telling me, oh, there's some work to be done, and you skirt and by it, but nah, this is how you really feel, and you really need to address it. That's what I mean by.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I can, like, when I stop doing it, it shows. It shows. Like, I was in my DMs talking to an artist the other day, and he's a photographer, and we realized that we both, like, have an interest in music, and I don't know him as that, and he don't know me as that. So we talked about how we haven't done music in X amount of time. He asked me why, and I hesitated before I answered him because I haven't written a song. I haven't completed a song since like 2021.
Okay.
That's a Was it
years.
2021 or 2022? No, 2022 was last year. 2021.
Okay, 2 years.
Yeah, but that's a long ass time not to write a song. And so when he asked me why haven't I done it, and I was just like, honestly, I'm a little scared of what's gonna come out, because the last thing that I completed, it wasn't. It was one of those songs that it's just like, oh sis, you got work that you got to do, and if you keep writing, it's only gonna get worse. You only gonna talk harder and harder to yourself about the shit that you're not doing, and after you write those words, you can't just look at them on the wall or look at them on a piece of paper or continue to hear them and just keep doing the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're not ready to make that move, it's just like, oh, let me stop. Let me stop. I don't want to write this song. I don't want to be accountable. I'm going to just stop. And so I haven't written a song. And again, when you don't do that work, when you know you're supposed to be accountable or something and you just skirting past it, it's just like it shows. And I've suffered for it.
Her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit like that don't sell that much though. So that's what there goes the obligation part.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, again, right? Like, I enjoy the stuff that you do because I enjoy you as a person. As people get to know you as a person and understand why you create the things that you create, then they too can become a part of this community of the thing that you're creating, right? So that's one thing that I've been telling a few of my folks recently is like, so we're doing this, a lot of times we're doing this selling thing, right? And before you sell anything, it's like you're almost talking to your constituents, where it's just like, I have this thing is the solution to this thing, and I need y'all to buy it. And so you turn like constituents into customers. But this is product selling, not like art. And it's just like, from there, it's like, I'll say it like this, constituents in the term of like, I've elected myself as being worthy of this position that I want you all to see me in. I need you to buy into it. And then as you buy into it, and then you can go from being customers to being community, where like now that people have gotten to know you, you now have the space to get to know these people. Mm-hmm. There's just people around you that you have the ability to get to know beyond them just buying into what you're selling. And it's like, oh yeah, these are the people I've been trying to talk to through this way, and it's like they're here, and we're here together now.
I don't like that part of the whole. I hate selling. I'm not a seller. I think I make things that look good and help people gravitate towards me, and I'm very thankful that I have that about me. Because I'm not a, hey, I want you to buy this from me. Yeah. I'm not even gonna fucking do the work. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm a Scorpio, and I read somewhere that.
You gotta tell me what that means.
A Scorpio?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really know. Oh. I don't know all the things, and I don't believe that all the things are true. But I did read something that, or maybe it was my life path number. Maybe it was both. I don't know. But somebody introduced me to life path numbers, and I'm like an 11. Mm-hmm. And it says something about either the life path number or the Scorpio that you draw people into you. And I think I'm really good at that. Okay. And so that's how I'm able to sell. Yeah. I haven't pinpointed what it is about me that draws people in, but I'm very thankful for that, because I'm honestly not doing the work to go out and get you to. I'm not going to do it. Beautiful. I hope that whatever it is that I do, somebody else on the team is good at it, because it's not going to be me. Nice. And I want everybody on the team should know that Kayla's not doing it.
Nice. I like that for you.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. We're going to see how it works, because.
I don't know. Okay. Hey, okay. So, I had a 2-part question. Mm-hmm. What do you want to create? What do you want to make? And then, who do you want to make it for? So the second part, who do you want to make it for?
Who do I want to make it for? The first thing that comes to mind is people who get it. Another thing about selling stuff, I'm not here to sell to people who don't already get it. If it didn't speak to you in the beginning, just keep walking. It don't have to speak to you. I'm really not a seller because I don't know who my target market is. I don't know.
I didn't say target market.
You're right. Yeah. Who am I making it
Who
for?
do you want to make it for?
Okay, the answer that I gave is still true. People who get it.
Yeah.
But also, I think I want to make stuff for people who What? Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh. I'm looking for the answer. It's up there.
That's why, me personally, I like this. I like this part of it because it's like, I like asking questions that people don't already have the answers to. Because I'm getting a response rather than a reaction. So if I can ask, like, that's why I started changing up the way that I greet people. And be like, instead of being like, hope all is well, it's like, no. It's like, no, my intention is to find you like in a place of ease or whatever, however I decide to do, it's just like, it's disrupting what we normally do. And so like questions that disrupt allow you time to respond. It's like, all right, take your time. It's like, where else we gotta be?
I think I want to create for quiet people who really do take up a lot of space. I would consider myself shy to an extent, but maybe not shy. I would consider myself quiet to an extent, but I'd be loud as fuck. And I'm not trying to, it just happens to be that. Like even the conversations I have with me, even the theories that I have by myself, I don't say them out loud a lot because I just feel like it is a lot of trouble behind the shit that I be wanting to say. And so I think creatively I've found a way to take up space and still be quiet. And I think there are a lot of people out there who like have these very big voices, have these very big things and ideas, but they don't really say it. They don't know how to say it, and it be perceived well. So I want to make stuff for those people so that if they're in alignment with what I'm saying, they can also say it, still be quiet.
Yeah.
I think that's how I feel. Nice. But again, also, the niggas who get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I resonate with that.
Yeah.
What's up?
Good. We're not just sitting here talking no bullshit. Let's go. Let's go.
Man, affirming viewpoints is a very important part of a relationship.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Look at that. You just did it. Thanks.
Words of affirmation is my shit.
Nice. So, I don't know. Okay. you remember how they did the jump? It was like, oh, you got your top two love languages, and then the other ones are like, and now it's like, first of all, I want all five, but so honoring that all five exist. Is there one that's higher than another?
I mean, I believe that there are definitely two at the top, but I don't know if one is higher than the other.
What's the top two?
Words of affirmation and physical touch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid.
I mean, I'm not a, gifts are cool, but I'm all right. I'm gonna go get it myself regardless.
Yes.
Or actually, I don't know how to ask for stuff. I don't know how to ask for stuff. That's one thing. What are the other ones? Quality time. Oh, I hate talking on the phone. I hate talking on the phone, and I feel like that's one of. Does that fall in quality time? I hate it.
I think there's a spectrum, right? So for me, quality time is like, we could be in the same room, but like, don't talk to me. Like, we could be like, we can just be doing our own thing, and I'm like, I'll be focused on my stuff, and I'll be like, there's somebody else here with me. That's nice.
Yeah, that's cute. I don't
But
think
then
I'm
like, talking on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Just spending time, like whatever you deem your time to be quality spent as, but with someone else.
When I was listening to the audiobook, there was like a subdivision under quality time, and it was quality experiences. I think that's my shit.
Okay.
Like, I've had a partner who he travels for work, and sometimes that means I don't see him for like 3-4 months, but I'll see him for like a matter of hours in the middle of the night when he just happened to be cruising through town. And that however many hours of like just, it's good to see you, it's good to be in your presence, like it's good to smell you, it's good to hug you. I don't care if we just go to the diner in the middle of the night and just like go eat some motherfucking pancakes and talk shit over some pork bacon. We know that's bad, but we still do it, Lord. But like, that's a quality experience. To me, that's a quality experience. That is solid. I would probably prefer that over seeing them every single day and being in their presence every single day. Because if I'm in your presence, I'm trying to be all up underneath you anyway, so.
Heard, felt, understood.
Thanks.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
So.
Wait, pause. I don't want, let's, hold on. What are your love languages though? What are you, if there were some tops for you, what would they be?
So physical touch and quality time. Physical touch, like, it's up there, but I'm saying working through some stuff. I know it's at the top because I'll be like, yeah, I want to be in contact, but like, there's barriers to the contact. So I'll be like, we do pinkies, learning to do hands, and like learning to like have people in my space, but still it's at the top. Quality time in the sense of like, like we just be in the same space together. And we don't really have to talk, especially like if we both express we're tired, like we can just be. So like quality time in the sense of like being. Yeah, I just like, oh, we're here? And they're like, oh, knee tap. Okay, cool, got it.
I think that's such a grown up love language, whatever, because I can't do that. Like, first of all, I'll go tiptoe in the room where my significant other or little boo thing might be at, and he can tell by the way how I tiptoe that something about to happen. It's something about to happen. He was just like, either you want something, either you want me to do something, or you about to come in here acting goofy. Yeah. One or the other. You're not about to just be in here and just be. So I think I'm too childish for that. That's an adult thing right there.
So I think we about to go. We're gonna take a little dip.
I like dips. Let's go.
So, I'm trying to see, right? Like, So I've been taught to like taper myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like certain things that I do, oh, that's too much. Oh, this, why you doing this? Why you doing that? Right? And so I think that I have the ability to be that way, but I've been turning that knob down for so long that I'm just used to it being at 2 when what actually feels good is like 7 or 8.
I don't like that.
Neither do I.
I don't like that for you.
No, neither do
I feel you though. I understand. I understand what you're saying. Because I think I feel it too. But ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be 2 all the time.
I. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to move spaces. I can't.
I do sometimes. Sometimes. But there has to be, for me, like, strong sense of safety, right? So like that's what, yeah, there has to be some safety.
What are you right now?
What?
As far as the dial,
At
where
the
are you?
dial?
Mm-hmm. What are you right now?
This is, okay, on the scale of 1 to 10, but 10 actually being 2 on the scale, on the true scale of 1 to 10.
What? Oh, 2 is actually the 10. That's what you're saying right now.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm operating on an already limited scale. So if my max is 2, and then there's 10 spaces in between, I don't know. Let me see. Give me a second. On a true scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably like a 3 right now.
Have I ever seen you be?
I don't know.
I hope that we. I hope that we get to a place of safety where I can get to see you at your 7.
Am I 7?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, I'll be real mellow. It feels, I'll be real mellow. I think because like, yeah, I'll be real mellow.
You know, I couldn't imagine you being any more than mellow. Maybe that's because that's all I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I get so excited when mellow people turn up. I get so excited. I like just watch it from a corner and be like, oh, like. So I'm so excited.
I guess, okay, so when I turn up for real, I just be laughing. Like that, but that's like, I laugh, like, there's multiple friend groups where my nickname is Giggles. Like multiple. Not like 1, not like 2, like 3 or 4. I'm like, this nigga giggling all the time. I'm like, everything is just so funny.
I can't imagine what scenario would make somebody ask you to dial that down now.
Like, I mean, parents are overwhelmed sometimes. Like, as an adult now, if I had children and they was doing a whole bunch of giggling, I'd be like, bro, you didn't eat breakfast because the waffle wasn't a circle, it was a square. Like, this is the stuff that toddlers get upset about, right? You didn't eat breakfast. You smashed a banana everywhere, so I had to clean it up.
Okay, I got you. I got
you. Doing all this goddamn giggling.
I got you.
It's like, yeah, but parents get overwhelmed. So their reaction in the moment is a reaction, not a response. Or the possibility of them reacting rather than responding is very prevalent. And then if you get into the habit of reacting to a whole bunch of things instead of responding, then at a certain point you're not even making choices for yourself anymore. You've already decided, and now this is the choice. So I'm like, yeah, parents can be overwhelmed sometimes. So
That's probably true.
yeah. You ever wanted to push a toddler?
Probably, but I'll push them.
Yeah.
I will push them.
Yeah.
I be letting my friends know, like, the kid can't come and visit me until we can fight.
Yeah.
Like, they have to be able to tell me what it is that they want, and I got to be able to roughhouse. Otherwise, I don't know what else to do with them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely the fake auntie who we gonna go at it.
Yeah.
We gonna go at it. The kid gonna be sleepy when you get him back.
Look, bro, your head is way too big for you to be starting fights. I'll just throw you off balance.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
I be starting shit with the kids. I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
It's like a mixed crowd of like me having kids. My little sister is just like, yeah, your kids are gonna be this way. And then there are other people who's just like, bro, I cannot see you with a kid. I'm just like, me too. I feel that way too. It's just like, I think I want them one day, but I went to a wedding not too long ago. It was a family wedding. One of my cousins was there, and he was talking about how he wanted like a whole bunch of kids, but he ain't want to get married. And so, you know me, I got to ask why. And he said he wants kids for his legacy. And I decided to stop asking questions after that because it was going to be a fight at the wedding. It was going to be a fight at the wedding if I kept asking questions. So I took, again, quiet me who be taking up space and really be loud. I was just like, you know, this is one of those moments that I need to just go talk to myself about it. And maybe I'll make something. I haven't made anything yet, but like, But in return, when I asked him why he wanted to have kids, he asked me, why did I want to have kids? And my honest response was, honestly, I just want to I can grow a human. I think that's cool as fuck. Now, that's probably the wrong reason to want to have a kid because I couldn't think of too many others.
Yeah.
I think my reasons are selfish. Like me and the person that I love and care about, we could make something that looks like both of us. Honestly, I just want to do a fucking experiment, and that's not a good enough reason to have a kid, is it?
This is a conversation that I've had with many people. And I'll be like, can you give me one reason that isn't selfish for you to have a child? And then just be like, and the answers I get, and it'd be like, it feels like you're centered in this decision. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, this isn't a hill I'm willing to die on, but we're still in question. And I'm like, I don't want to justify it. I don't want to find myself justifying a reason to bring another human here. Because I'm like, I have a good time sometimes here, but what I had to go through to have this good time, the possibilities are endless. So being where I am presently is count myself lucky sometimes. Because, you know what I'm saying, niggas be one slip up away from, I'm like, okay, bro, so me being here, I'm like, damn, yeah, I did some work, but still, I had some stuff happen that, okay, we made it through some stuff. Cool. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I want a dog.
Nice.
I want a dog. But people keep trying to talk me out of that too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, what the fuck y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? I need some company. I'm trying not to make bad decisions and fuck the niggas I'm not supposed to. So bro, I need a puppy.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I can't. Is that too far?
No.
Is this gonna be on PBS?
I hope so.
Damn. Not this episode. You go ahead and put Tommy or somebody.
Shit.
Not this episode.
No.
Disney.
Look. It is what it is.
It's okay. I can sing Disney songs too. That's cool.
Hey.
That's cool. Aladdin is my shit.
I'm okay. I needed to go on YouTube, so I can't have no copyright infractions.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, I can fuck up the words to that song, the red carpet song, and then we could get. I can show. Wait, no, I can't sing the song. Anyway, there's a red carpet song, and I in my cartoon dreams or whatever, if I was a Disney princess, I would definitely want to be Princess Jasmine, because if a nigga pull up at my window with a red carpet, I'm getting on. I'm getting on. So that song that they were singing in that in that scene. I love that song.
Beautiful.
I don't know. How is that love language? What does that fall? I'm trying to figure out what love language that is when he pull up with the red carpet.
Experiences.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That is a quality experience because how many niggas is pulling up with a red carpet? Yes. Talking about, I can show you the world.
It's a quality experience.
It is. Like, I'm so, okay. Let's go. You got the floor, my bad. We got off topic, my bad.
Well, first of all, there was no topic.
Oh, okay.
Topic was conversation.
Cool.
So as long as we
having conversation.
We good.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay. You were talking about a dog.
Uh-huh.
And I'll leave that one alone. You can have it. It's up to you. We've you good, bro. You've been let's see. You've been raised in a world where dogs have been domesticated in such a way that ownership is required for their safety.
Okay.
So now, I can't say your specific answers, but human ancestry has created a position where dogs can no longer fend for themselves effectively. And now, at the end of that cycle, humans receive the benefit of their domestication.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we just participate in what is present now as a result of our human ancestry.
You're thinking about this very deeply. Yeah.
You?
You.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Damn. Everybody. Just, Lord, what is everything is so like political in this society. I'm like, damn. Okay. Yes, I agree with what you said, because dogs probably could fend for themselves a long time ago without us feeding them. Well, how did that happen? How did it work? What happened?
Look, I don't know.
Because dogs got it good now. What? How?
Because at a certain point, right, like they were being bred for specific purposes.
Uh-huh.
Like if you find a certain dog breed, it'll be like, oh, it's for this. And so like when it does this, in this new advanced society, when we don't actually need it to do the thing that we bred it for, it's calling back to this ancestry. That's like, it's calling back to when we used it to like catch rats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've never thought about that before. Because I've had dogs for like my whole childhood. There were dogs.
nice.
There were different dogs, and I don't know why we got them. I think it was just for companionship.
Mm-hmm.
There was one point in time that my dad got a dog for protection, but that nigga didn't protect nothing. Not because he couldn't, but we didn't take up the time for, in this conversation, is training a bad word?
No.
Well, we didn't take up the time to train him to be able to protect.
Mm-hmm.
It got to a point where might have been a little bit scared of the dog. When I go home, I don't fuck with him because he don't know me like that because I'm not there. But yeah, I'd say I was scared of the dog. He wasn't protecting shit. Because if he would have got loose, it might have been me. I went back in there. Honestly, there was a time that I was home by myself, and I think I was in the front yard, and the dog got loose, and I seen his ass. I went running for the house because I was like, bro, you don't even know me like that. I'm going in the house. So yeah, now we breed dogs just for the sake of having something to own. Just for the sake of having something to have.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what other reason people
know.
are breeding those little Frenchies, but to have something to make more Frenchies.
Yeah.
Because a boy Frenchie might be like $30K or something maybe. Those, and they're so fragile.
Yeah.
Like you got to pick them up, and you can't. They get too hot. They overheat like a car that ain't got enough water in it. Like there's no other reason to have that dog, but to make more of them and to make money off of it. That dog can't survive without nobody else. Like the rats in DC will eat that dog up.
Look.
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Thank you for opening my mind to it.
Sorry, yeah.
It's okay.
Look.
It's okay. People like you challenge. People like you challenge us.
Legitimately, like, I'll be in the park and talking to my friends that I've had this conversation with, and be like, I'm about to start cutting leashes, bro.
But cutting leashes?
Yeah. Go free, man. Go free.
Wow.
I'll be like, I'm chill. They're gonna stay right there. They're not running. Like, I would cut the leash and be like, oh, well, sorry.
Damn. You know what? Now you make me want to ask people questions like, why do you have a dog? I do. I legit want to just randomly ask people just to hear what their responses are.
Yeah.
Because mine is purely companionship. Mine is purely companionship. What? Why are you laughing?
I'd just be interested to see like how people are processing like the thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, companionship. Yeah. Because dogs don't pull niggas, so I don't know.
No, they don't.
They don't.
Also,
Dogs pull bitches, though.
yes, they do.
Dogs.
Yes, they do. I do not know this from experience, but I know this from experience. Not my own personal, but other people's experience.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, dogs pull bitches. Dogs pull bitches.
Yeah. It's definitely not the other way around.
Yeah, I was puppy sitting, or I'd walk my my homegirl's dog, and women stop. Oh my God, can I touch him? How old is he? What kind is he? He's so cute.
Yeah.
Men, on the other hand, like, oh, okay, cool. Or it's got to be a certain kind of dog, maybe. Like, niggas is not impressed by a bitch with a dog. They're not. It's just like, oh, she got a kid. She got responsibilities or something. I don't know.
Here's another possibility, right?
Oh, okay. Enlighten me, because you know.
Sometimes, okay, imagine walking down the street and a woman comes up and says, oh, look at the doggy, look at the dog. Imagine now a nigga does that same thing. Like a man does that same thing.
I mean, he probably just wouldn't do it the same way.
But like, even still, like, so for me, one thing that I pay attention to is like, as a man who is working to be safe places, working to be a safe place for women. I'm always mindful of one thing that's present is like how certain approaches will be perceived by women. And so, you know, for me at least, trying to be as like respectful as possible, but also at a certain point, sometimes just leaving women alone. Like, seeing interactions in public where just like random men will go up to women and talk about certain stuff, and she'll be like, now I've had this interaction that I'm just like, why? And so certain times like that, just be like, if the dog comes up to me, absolutely, I'll do the thing. If not, I don't even be here. Oh, that's cool.
I hear you.
Would I like to? When dogs come up to me, it's top 10.
But you just don't approach them.
It's like the same feeling as like holding a baby and then don't cry. Like when a dog comes up to you, it's like, oh, same energy, bro. Same energy.
I feel it. Okay.
Or like, yeah, same energy. Like when you hold a baby that's normally crying, and then be like, she don't let nobody pick her up. I'd be like,
Flexing on you.
You know what I'm saying? Saying like, that's the same vibe. When a dog comes to it, like, you know, you feel it.
That's attractive too.
So like, I just be like, yeah, you can come. If you come to me, and you know what I'm saying, like, there's like, not a, like, yeah, for me, I'm paying attention to the small stuff, right? Like a dog comes up, pull away, the dog comes back, and like, I look to introduce myself to the human being first before engaging the dog, to like see if they're even okay with me petting the dog, because they could be training the dog to do something in particular that my engagement with that dog could disrupt that.
That's true.
And so like engaging with the person first and then seeing if it's okay to engage with the dog, stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, in my puppy walking experience with this dog, I realized that people will definitely look at the dog way more than they will look at me.
Yeah.
Like, I could be a serial killer, America's Most Wanted. They look at the dog, they would not know that I am like America's Most Wanted, but they saw the dog. Yeah. Like if you...
And they will leave that situation and be like, oh, I saw the most adorable dog today. It's just like...
The only way they would be able to find me is if you posted a picture of the dog, and they'd be like, I saw that dog.
Like, that's it. No, that's why I'm like, a lot of, yeah. But yeah, that's why like I've started like, especially like, and then especially like with women too, it's just like, oh, like, you're good. I don't need to engage. It's okay.
Okay.
If I see you again, maybe a third time. If I see you like a third time, I might have to say something.
With or without the dog?
With or without.
You gonna bring up the dog in the conversation on the third time?
But I think I seen you walking your dog a couple times.
Okay, true.
We in community, right? Yeah, but also I don't go outside, so.
Why don't you go outside? Okay, so getting back to artistry though, I'm low key like working on like a comedy skit. I'm gathering situations under my belt because shit just keeps happening. I'm gathering things underneath my belt to do like a comedic stand up, and it's gonna be called Outside Ain't Safe or something along the lines, because I don't go outside either.
Yeah.
For the safety of others, because I fuck some shit up, because people just be outside doing dumb shit. So why don't you go outside?
I just be so tired. We just have the same, like, it's like we're engaging in the same ways over and over and over. Yeah, it just feels like I've been experiencing the same thing. So I'm looking for an outside experience that is more catered to what I want to experience.
What do you want to experience?
So recently just been like wanting to experience more intimate settings, where we have the opportunity to like talk about the things that like we feel are important. I feel that certain things are important, that they should be getting discussed. And then when I go out, those discussions don't happen. So I'm looking for spaces to have new and expanded discussions about all the things. Like the way we just had the conversation about children, dogs. It's like, all right, like what else are we thinking about? What are we thinking about like redoing? Like, cause like we keep, like on the conversation with children, it's like, if this is the cycle that they have to exist in, would I want them to exist here? And if not, what am I willing to participate in changing so that they can exist in new and exciting ways? And so just rethinking a lot of stuff. Like, what are we thinking about again? And like, not saying that we know it, but like, what if we did it like this?
No, that's real. I feel like I have a couple things to say. I hear you on that being tired, and when you go outside, it's the same experiences over and over again. I feel you on that. I think this guy asked me the other day, he was just like, are you a homebody or do you like to be outside? It's just like, I be home, but I do want to be outside. Just I don't want to be the outside that everybody else seems to love.
Yeah.
Like that's just not my type of outside. Like I mean, I can party all by myself. I can party all by myself, or like I guess the parties here, it's just like it'd be too hot, or the niggas don't even be grinding on you. Like what? Like what the fuck? That's not my outside. I mean, that was one thing, but also going back to the kids and the cycle of the world. Is that what we want, and what are we willing to change? That reminded me of this book of poems by Tupac. I think his mom did the preface or whatever you call it in the beginning. And one of the lines in it, I don't know who she was talking to or just talking to children in general, but just saying that we're doing the work to prepare you for the world, but also the world for you. It just reminded me of that. Yeah. Because, yeah, what are we? What am I willing to do to make sure that life is better for these people that I bring into this world? Because it's fucked up as it is. It's fucked up as it is. Like it's depressing how fucked up it is outside. I think that's another reason why I just don't do it. Yeah. That's another reason why I just don't do it. Like.
All right. I'll say I have one final question, but as most of our other questions have, there's space for it to evolve. So what are you making right
now? What am I making right now? There are multiple answers, and I don't want to jump to the obvious one.
You can do all of them if you like.
Thank you. I had a phone call with a mentor before I came here today. We hadn't talked for a little bit, but at the end of the phone call, or somewhere in the phone call, they asked me, how can I support you? And when I asked them for what I asked them for, that turned into a conversation, and that turned into another string of questions that then led to, so what are you working on now? What's next for you? And after I said what I said, they said, it sounds like you are finding your voice. You're figuring out what your voice can do. And I think that's the answer to your question. I'm working on my voice. And again, I'm one of the quiet people that just happen to take up a lot of space when I choose to. And I want to be intentional about when I take up the space and when I use my voice. And I don't just want to put it out there just because I feel like I'm obligated to. I feel like the digital space rushes us to put out content and not particularly be artists. And I want to make sure that I don't fall in that trap. So when I do speak, when I do choose to use my voice, I want to make sure I'm using it correctly with good intentions. So right now, I think I'm creating my voice. Because over the past couple of years, I've fell into other mediums. And I fell into it kind of hard Not saying that was a bad thing, but I fell into it kind of hard. And, you know, sometimes you got to take a step back and look at I don't know, you know how like painters will be painting and then they just got to take a step back and look and be like, is this what I like? Do I want this line to go here? Do I want this line to go there? Do I want to add a splash of color here? I feel like that's what I'm working on as far as my voice. And in working on my voice, that means the clothes that I make, the voice will be stronger. That means the pictures that I take, the voice will be stronger. The words that I write, the voice will be stronger. The people that I have interactions with, my voice will be stronger. So I think I'm working on my voice.
Nice. And then, where can we hear your voice? Where can we hear it, see it, see the manifestations of it?
It's interesting that these two conversations got booked on the same day. Because another thing that was talked about is like, do I have like a website just for this work? And I definitely got a domain that I definitely have a domain that I own, but I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
Where can people hear my voice?
Yeah.
Not today, but maybe in a few days or a few weeks. People will be able to hear, see, feel my voice at thedamsel.co.
Okay, nice.
Sound like a hotel, some shit, don't it? I think that'll be the place where I house all of the things that I do with my voice.
Nice.
Sight, touch, feel. Maybe one day smell, I don't know. But you can also, I guess you can see, hear, feel my voice on my Instagram page sometimes.
Okay.
I'm Kayla _ I think. I have a SoundCloud where I don't tell people about much. I don't tell people about it so much that I don't know what the name of it is. You can see some of the workings of my voice at adirtymagazine.com,
Nice.
where I will share some of my salacious activities.
Heard.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
What's so funny?
I don't know. Owen, I don't know. It's okay. We're giggling. It's okay. We're giggling.
Hey,
We
look,
allowed to
I'm
giggle.
good.
We allowed to
I'm good.
giggle. This is a safe
Hey.
space. Niggas can giggle.
Hey, yo. Oh my goodness.
What?
Whew. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate the time, the conversation. This is episode 3 of Meet Your Makers.
I didn't even know that was the name of it.
Hey, giggles out. Peace.
Bye, y'all.